You're listening to the ESO Network, your station for all things geek.
Hi, I'm Joe Heath.
I'm Toni Heath.
And this is the Watch-A-Thon of Rassilon.
Sick edition.
Sick edition. Sick.
Toni and Joe, you are all done to walk every doctor who serialized discuss them all.
Today we're going to be talking about the first episode of the 4th season of Doctor Who, Partners in Crime, which aired on April 5th, 2008.
True facts!
So Tony, where were you in April 2008?
I feel like you're gonna tell me.
I don't know.
You were looking shit up today.
Yeah, for future episodes. Not this episode.
Not this one?
At this point in history, we still don't know each other, though we are getting close.
2008 was probably the most depressed I've ever been. It would have been my first year of community college when I almost flunked out.
So you want to tell people what's going on with you today?
I'm sick. And it's Joe's fault.
It's your dad's fault.
It's your fault.
It's your dad's fault. Your dad was sick, then I got sick, then you got sick.
I, 4 times have been like, I think I'm over it.
And then you're not?
Then I go do a bunch of shit, and I get back from doing shit, and I'm like, I need to lay down forever. But your parents wouldn't let me have it even a little bit. They came over and were like, we're gonna stay over here, and I was like, I'm feeling better. They're like, well, you sound like ass.
I mean, you did. You sound a little bit better today.
Do I?
Yeah. You still sound sick, though. But you're I'm all the way down here.
Your parents didn't say that I sounded like a frog. They said I sounded like I was full of snot.
Yeah, that. Now you sound halfway full of snot. You ready to stickingly make your way through this episode?
This is one of my favorite episodes of all time, and I'm so tired of the idea of having to talk about it. This is such a good episode. You don't need me to tell you that. You should just know.
I honestly don't have a lot of notes on it, but you want me to do my summary?
Yeah.
Here's my summary of Partners in Crime, which I've given an alternate title. Adipozempic. I
got lost for a second.
Did you hear my alternate title?
It's fine.
Adipozempic.
No, I get it. It's a play on Ozempic.
And adipose.
And adipose.
Yeah, Adipozempic.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I think we thoroughly covered it. You can move on. Here's
my summary. The Doctor and Donna Noble separately... Can I get there?
I'm just adding ambience.
It's going to sound conflicting. You're not real score.
I'll do it quieter. Sorry.
The Doctor and Donna Noble separately investigate the same weight loss company and discover it's being ran by an alien super nanny to turn people's fat into Adiposian babies, which is apparently illegal. The Doctor and Donna eventually team up, save the day, and head off together in the TARDIS.
That's it? That's all you wrote?
Yeah.
What happens?
What else happens?
The adipose are cute.
That's not a part of the plot.
That should be
That's
in your
just
notes.
a detail.
They killed 2 people.
No, I thought they only killed 1 person.
No, I think they killed at least 2. I love this episode. This is a great episode, but the villain's plan does drive me insane.
Discuss.
Because if they were just patient, if they could just wait a little bit, they could have gotten away with it. We'd have been like, come on over. Make your alien babies out of our fat. Misstep 1, not starting in America.
Yeah.
We could, that's obvious.
Mm-hmm. That was a mistake, not starting in America.
You start in America, you move to Britain, that's probably next.
Yeah.
But, if you just use more people, more slowly, you could have had everything. You could have had it all. If you didn't eat up whole people.
That was a one-off thing. They weren't doing it to everyone.
I do feel like the implication was that they were going to start. It was like, because we need more now, so we're just gonna eat up everybody. And it's like, you could have, like, I think at the end the doctor says, as a weight loss plan, it's not bad. And it's like, no, it's not. If you have moderation, if you had pitched it and used more people, and we would have been like, whoa, this is a win-win. You're asking me if I want to help, like, repopulate a fucking ravaged planet by losing weight? Yeah, I'll do that. Sign me up.
Like, even the thing about taking people's fat away isn't even the, like, problem. The problem is, like, something to do with, like, you can't seed things on another planet.
Okay, that's fine. I'm telling you, people would say it was fine.
Yeah.
As what I'm telling you, people would sign up. If you would be like, hey, promise you won't, like, take my bones and my muscles and my organs and stuff. Promise to leave that alone and only use fat cells. You can have all of it. And that's fine. Enough people would, like, willingly be like, cool. It is weird watching this episode in a world where Ozempic does exist.
Yeah.
Watching it today, it feels like, oh, we're gonna do commentary.
An Ozempic episode.
Yeah. But it's not.
No, it's happened.
Because it's actually like...
At least 3 years before.
It's suspicious that 3 years before?
This episode came out at least 3 years before Ozempic. At least.
What does that mean?
This episode predates Ozempic by at least 3 years.
Why? Yeah, why are you saying 3?
Because it's at least 3.
Why?
Am I wrong?
I don't know. Why are you saying at least 3?
Because it predates Ozempic by at least 3 years.
Are you aware of when Ozempic came out?
No. But I imagine it was at least 3 years after this episode. At least.
Are you just making up a number?
I'm saying it's at least 3 years.
But you're just making it up.
Yeah, I'm just guesstimating.
You made me lose my entire train of thought. Because I was like, why 3? Does he... What? Are you Googling?
I'm trying to Google when did Ozempic come out.
Jesus Christ.
I bet it's at least 3 years.
I'm sure it is at least 3.
First approved in 2017. 2017, that's at least 3 years.
That's at least 3 years. You're so right.
This episode was way ahead of its time. You just
fully derailed me. I had like a point, I think.
What is it?
I don't know anymore.
Play back the tape and then...
You went too far back.
Oh.
Yeah. You got fast forward. Stop.
Wait,
let this part play out.
Question, do you like this episode or you just like the music from this episode?
This season's score kicks ass, and Donna's theme is a good fucking theme. It's a really good... It makes you wanna walk about town. You know? You're like, I'm gonna go out on the town. Who knows what kind of stuff I'm gonna get into?
I might watch a woman fall apart into chunks. Actually, she didn't see that, but she was there. She didn't see it happen.
I do like that scene, though, where it's happening.
And she's just like, what's going on? Are you okay?
Because there are, like, they make a point to be like, it is a farty sound when a person gives birth to an adipose. It is gassy in there. So you just have this, like, farting sounds and this woman in distress, and Donna's like, can I come in? What's wrong? Do you need help? Can I come in?
I am taking a shit.
Yeah, that woman's having the most difficult shit of her life. Leave her alone.
If you played that scene without seeing inside the bathroom,
you'd be like, why is Donna being so weird? Why won't she leave this poor woman alone with her intestinal distress?
Let her shit in peace.
It's not going well. She needs a minute.
Instead, she shits in pieces. She falls apart into...
It does. It does kind of piss me off. I think that it's like, if you had patience, if you could practice just a little bit of patience, a little bit of moderation, everyone in this scenario could have been happy. I don't even think the doctor would be like, oh, you gotta follow the rules. He doesn't care about the rules.
Yeah.
He only cares in so much as, like, using it to stop people from being shitty. The doctor is not...
A cop.
I was gonna say lawful good.
Oh.
He's chaotic good.
What do you think about the adipose? What do you like? You like the design?
As fuck. They're so cute.
They just look like little marshmallows, and they got a face and they got one little thing.
I was gonna say the one little fang really sells the whole thing. We had one of them.
It was awful.
It's got, you know, that terrible texture squishy things have, where it like picks up every piece of dirt that touches it. It was so cute. And I like had it, you put it on, had it out, I would take it and I would play with it. And then, like, I think it was like a week that it was just like
covered in cat hair.
It was like brown. It was awful.
Also, it was like, it was sticky.
It would get sticky. That's why dust would stick to it.
It was like too sticky though. Like, I feel like I've seen stuff like that and it's not been that sticky.
That sticky.
Yeah, it was not.
Do you think the adipose
pleasant.
You think that was realistic?
Maybe.
The adipose are that sticky in real life?
Yeah, probably.
They're just little babies. There is one thing that really shocked me to my core in this episode. About
the adipose?
Yeah.
What's that?
They are just babies. Like, they even say that in the episode, right?
Oh, they get ran over.
One of them gets ran. I don't know if the implication is that it's fine, because it's just fat cells, but... What is the sound that it makes?
Splat, splat, splat.
Yeah, a car like rams through them and you hear squish. And I was like, what? They just killed that baby. Mm-hmm. You can't do that. You can't run over a baby. You can't.
This was also the first time they used some type of animation thing so that they could do the crowd scenes. So they could basically program them so that they would do stuff on their own, because it was a big crowd scene, and not like bump into each other, and they wouldn't all be doing the same thing. And I think they animated a few like key ones, but it was like a crowd simulation thing. It was a simulation. That's the word I was looking for, that they used for the first time ever on Doctor Who.
They're all so cute. They're all doing little different bits.
Mm-hmm. What do you think of the Super Nanny, the villain?
I do have to ask you.
Yeah.
When I was explaining why they call her Super Nanny.
Yeah.
And you're like, I did not know that. Was that real? Or were you joking?
I mean, okay. She's not really the Super Nanny. It's based on the Super Nanny. I thought you were saying that was the Super Nanny. And I was like, I didn't know that. But you were just saying it's based on the Super Nanny.
I thought it was.
Which I did. No.
Oh.
That's an actress. It's not Super Nanny.
Okay.
But it's based on the Super Nanny. Like, visually and a little bit of the performance. But also, a villain.
But a bad guy.
Baddie.
Bad nanny.
A banny.
Nanny.
Oh, see, you have to be this sick to get to my level of dumb jokes.
My brain. I was telling you this. That I was like, I don't understand. I feel like other people, when they get sick, they're just like, I don't know, I'm tired, I'm kind of whatever. My brain breaks. And I stopped being able to process information and formulate responses. Like, the last time I had COVID really bad, your dad came to pick me up to take me to the hospital. Urgent care. So that to take me to the doctor so I could get drugs. Then the doctor was like, you should just go buy, you have a cold, go buy over the counter cold medicine. So then when your dad was like, have you been, or maybe it was my dad. Like, have you been to the doctor? And I was like, no. So he can tell me to go to the CVS and buy cough drops? Anyway, fuck, what was I talking about? Your dad, he picked me up when I had COVID, and he took me to the doctor. And I had just watched...
To be clear, we didn't know you had COVID.
No, he took me to the doctor to get the COVID test.
Yeah.
And we knew after. I told him not to, because I was like, I'm going to get you sick.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, you've got a mask, I've got a mask, it's fine. What was my point? My point was I had just watched a documentary about mushrooms. And...
In the story.
The Mycelium Network. And I was weeping watching it. Because I was like, well, the mycelium help, like, trees communicate with each other. And I was like, they're all a big fucking family. They're a community, and they take care of you. They share resources. I was weeping because of how beautiful it was, and I was trying to explain this to your dad, and your dad was like, "Did you take something?" No, this is just what I get like when I am even a little bit sick. I drove myself to the doctor last week, and by the time I had like driven to the doctor, talked to the doctor, got back in my car, I was like, uh-oh, I don't know that I'm fit to drive.
I didn't know this, but you did anyway, huh?
I was at the doctor, I had to drive back, but he was like just in the car like, this isn't good. I don't feel good. I gotta get back. I'm just out loud to no one. Just like, I gotta get back home and lay down. Why did I even come out here? And like, I had a whole conversation on the drive back home out loud to no one.
Do you think maybe there's something else wrong with you?
My actual genuine theory is that when I get sick, I don't have enough energy to mask.
Oh.
And so I get just a little bit sick and then like 20 times more autistic. That's my actual working theory. What? I wanted to say stuff about Doctor Who, though.
I want to say I like that this episode is largely comedic. It has some of the best comedy moments of Doctor Who.
It's fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of think people like have different flavors that are their favorite flavors of Doctor Who, and I think comedy might be my favorite flavor.
It should always be a farce.
Yes.
Apparently, they had a lot of difficulty doing the farce bits of when them popping up and down.
So good. You're just the music is bouncy. It has this energy of this like ping pongy.
They just keep missing each other.
Energy,
just missing each other.
And it's infectious and delightful. And the whole time you're watching it, you're like da 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 da. That's what's happening in my head and my heart when I watch this episode.
Is that how you felt when you watched it the first time?
Yes! And you get to the scene where they see each other for the first time and you're like, this is the best Doctor Who has ever been.
Where they're miming to each other. Which, what she mimes wasn't in the script. She had to kind of improvise what she did.
My favorite part, though, is like you cut back to the doctor and the doctor's going, uh-huh. And like, because you can, like, the first couple of ones are like, I was looking for you, so I came here. And then you have like the big long one. But like, while she's doing the big long one where I lose it, I don't understand anything during that. But you just cut back to the doctor and the doctor's like, uh-huh. Because they're on the same wavelength, man. They know what they're saying.
And now you have the classic Doctor Who context with that. Because it's a reference to that third Doctor Joe Grant scene where they do the same thing when he's tied up and she's outside the window like...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
So it's a little nod to that. So...
What was that?
I'm singing the music too. Just a different instrument.
Oh.
Also has the mate scene, which is very funny.
Yeah.
It's like top tier comedy stuff in this.
Very funny, and then but also just like establishes like right up front, like, yeah, that's not what we're doing this time.
For the first
just
time.
so you know, we get it. We've done it. We did it again. We're not gonna do it a third time. Right out the gate, straight up front, letting you know. Until
we get that little scene towards the end where we brought Rose back.
I screamed. And what I had forgotten about it when we were watching it.
Uh-huh.
She turned around and I was like, "Oh yeah!" And then I was like, "Man, do I remember how much I just lost my fucking mind watching it the first time and being like, Rose, what does that mean?"
And then she just she
fades away. Right. What does that mean?
When they released this episode to the press before it aired, they cut that scene out.
He said, "Don't worry about this."
Yep, they didn't want to spoil the surprise.
Do you know what else is great about this episode? Can I just say?
Is Rose the arc thing this season?
Yes.
Okay.
This episode starts, not only do they like right off the bat say, yeah, we're not doing a romantic thing, but Donna and the Doctor immediately start off on the same footing, equal footing of like, I mean, she's looking for him, but she's investigating. She's hitting all of the same beats at the same Not at the same time. Slightly off from each other.
Honestly, Donna's a little ahead of
a
him.
little quicker on the uptake, which is a great way to not introduce a new companion. We've met Donna, but like I think it's a great
Reintroduce.
Yeah, it's a great way to set up her character for the season as being kind of the Dr. Donna. I mean, is Fires of Pompeii next?
Yes.
So, I mean, that has one of my favorite moments of the whole season.
Which we will talk about
next
time.
But I won't say the specifics. I'll talk about it in the next episode. But it is very much set up to put Donna on that same level. Mm-hmm. And so there's like a lot of intentional stuff that just says, yeah, not only are these guys friends, but like they are on each other's
wavelength.
They're on each other's level.
Yeah.
Which is great. And it's also great to have that like said about a character who is introduced as like really vapid. Mm-hmm. You know, like this is just like a vapid woman who doesn't care about things, and then it's like the next time you like bring her back, it's like she basically is on the same level as the Doctor.
Yeah.
And also she likes trash TV and doesn't notice when the planet gets invaded. Which is also my favorite smokescreen when people bitch about, why isn't David Tennant just showing up and saving the day? He's with Donna. They don't know shit. They don't know anything is happening. Whatever she has going on that prevented her from noticing anything before season 3.
I mean, even in this episode, she says she was like, the Titanic crashing? Not real. Hoax. The starship, not the actual Titanic. I'm pretty sure she believes the actual Titanic.
I'm referencing the Christmas special.
Yeah.
She was like, that obviously didn't happen. So, yeah. The whole reason why, not even Tenet 2.0, Tenet 3, why he doesn't show up is because whatever Donna... I told someone, I was like, it's like Donna has like a low-key SEP filter. Somebody else's problem. That shit does not apply to her. And that low-level SEP field that she has now includes Tenet. And the whole time the war between the wet and the dry was happening, they were drinking mimosas. Okay? They were at the spa getting fucking facials. They had couples massages. And Donna was like, don't be weird about it. It's just, I got a good deal on Groupon. And that's what's happening. So don't worry about it.
I'm so happy that the war between the wet and the dry has stopped.
I really like it.
Which, by the way, we watched that. It was okay. I don't know why we needed this spinoff, but it was fine.
It was, do you know what kind of upsets me about it?
What?
In a show, objectively, knowing what I know about myself, and if you were to tell me there's a show where, like, a guy and a fish fuck, I would be like, give that to me. I want that.
Also, I just realized something.
But it's just fine.
It's just fun. This is mildly spoilery. There's a scene where she...
Oh, shit. It's probably spoilery to say what I said.
It's fine. People have seen it or they haven't.
You see that first episode and you know they're gonna fuck.
She shifted into being a man for, like, 5 seconds, and that never happened again.
Never came up again. I kind of thought when they shit, we can't put any of this in. I kind of thought when the second guy shows up, it was gonna just be her. They were gonna be like, who is this? It's a new person. And then she was gonna be like, it's me, but I'm a dude now, idiots.
And it wasn't.
It was just a new guy. And I was like, well, that's stupid.
Okay, so let's talk about things that almost weren't. Wasn't?
You want to talk about Penny?
Yeah, because this season wasn't going to have Donna Noble. It was going to have a new companion named Penny. Who is in this episode. And, honestly, functions a bit as a companion.
I was wondering, when you had told me that, and then before I remember having learned it at some point. This is what started our conversation about trivia. You were like, did you know? And I was like, yeah, at some point I read that, and then I stopped holding on to that information forever. I wondered how much, when they, how much of the script was already written. Mm-hmm. And they're like, well, what if...
we just keep this journalist in there.
Yeah, what if Penny just stays Penny and hits these specific beats and then...
but doesn't go away with the Doctor. So that's one thing that almost wasn't, was Donna Noble. Another thing that almost wasn't, and this episode originally had Donna's dad in it. They filmed they filmed the whole episode with him.
Oh, yeah.
But then he passed away, and they decided to refilm his scenes and introduce a new character, which is a returning character. His name originally was Fred. His name was Fred in the script for The Voyage of the Damned. And then by the time they cast him for this, they had enough time for Voyage of the Damned to change the credits so it said Wilf instead of Fred.
That's really funny, though, because presumably...
Wilfred is Wilfred.
Yeah. Presumably he's probably been called both.
Wait, it wasn't Fred, it was Stan.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Sorry, it was Stan.
Or you're like, oh, we gotta change this, or they won't know this character called Fred is named Wilfred.
I'm sorry, that's my bad. Stan, his name was Stan, and they had time to change it to Wilf. Wilf is Donna's grandfather, which wasn't going to happen until the actor who played her dad passed away. And I think they wanted to, because like they had stuff planned for the dad later, and they're like, well, we'll just redo the whole thing, so it's her grandfather instead of her dad. I believe
all those scenes are so sweet, and the end scene where she's like, I know exactly where I want to go. I'm gonna go show my grandpa that I'm on a spaceship, and he is so excited for her.
Oh, you know what? Do you think Donna got that missing things from Wilf? Because there's that hilarious scene of when the big spaceship shows up to suck up all the babies. Which, by the way, that spaceship looks great. And then he's like looking through his telescope and completely missing it. It's like behind him. So
it might
funny.
Be a family trait, yeah.
No, he's very good. I'm glad we got Wilf.
What do you think about Donna's mom?
I think RTD has a problem with mothers.
She's only almost written in a way to have, like, no redeeming qualities.
Yeah.
Like, with Jackie's, like, abrasive, but, like, also cares a lot and is funny. Donna's mom is just mean.
Martha's mom is kind of non-existent.
Yeah.
She doesn't have much going on. Though she
does show up to sell them out.
Yeah.
So.
Why does RTD not like moms? There's that scene where she's just basically berating Donna, and it's fading through like a passage of time of her just railing on Donna, and Donna's not moving at all. It's a good shot.
I felt that scene.
That's all I've got in my notes. I don't want to end on the mom sucks.
Mean.
Well, let's talk about
Planet of the Hats. I'm ready.
God, this episode's so funny. Plot-wise, it is a little because like you said, the bad guy plan isn't that bad.
No, just a little bit of patience.
Oh, you know what we got to talk about? The funniest thing in the whole episode.
What's that?
When the nanny is being sucked up in the tractor beam.
Oh.
And then the tractor beam disappears. And she hangs in midair for 2 seconds before noticing, and then falls.
She hangs in midair long enough to look up and look back down and realize that the tractor beam is no longer holding her up. And then she falls fucking Looney Tunes style.
To her death. Hilarious. Cartoon logic at its finest.
Yeah.
Beautiful. No notes.
I kind of do like a bad guy that's not fully bad. Like, everyone's like, yeah, Super Nanny's bad. But then, like, you have the adipose that are the monster. I know you can't see, I just did air quotes.
But they're just babies.
But they're just little guys. They don't got mean bone in their body. They're just fat.
I don't even think they have bones.
I don't think they do. So, you know, there's even a line, which I think is a great line, and also sets some great things up for this season, where Donna's like, so what are you going to do? Drown them? And he's like, no, they're just babies. And Donna says, well, that makes a change from last time, because he drowned all the little
spider babies.
Arachna spider babies. But I also just like that type of villain, where it's like these guys aren't the problem. Not villain, I guess. Creature. Not monster. Creature. That it's like, well, they're fine.
I have a question for you.
All right.
What do you think an adult Adiposian looks like? We've never seen them.
I think they're actually Absorbalofts.
Oh, no. No, because they say that what planet they're from, and it's not Clom. Clom.
This is also the first of another little through arc.
Oh, yeah, which is the Stolen Planets?
Yeah. Missing planets.
Because the Adiposian planet is gone, baby. Gone.
What do you think an adipose looks like?
Shrek, but white.
I was gonna say, yeah, beige Shrek.
Albino Shrek.
You're so fucking right. It is absolutely beige Shrek.
But I think that's all I got to say about this episode. Do you have anything else we want to talk about in detail?
I have more stuff I want to say about beige Shrek. I don't.
All right, then we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back for final thoughts.
Well, the colder temperatures have finally arrived, and that can only mean one thing. No, that was the last promo, but it still means monsters. This is Jim from Monster Attack, reminding you to join us every week for a discussion on some of the great monster movies that impacted us throughout our lives. New episodes drop at 5 p.m. And remember, Monster Attack is a proud member of the ESO Network.
And we're back. Tony!
Yeah.
What time is it?
It's time for final thoughts.
You looked at the clock like you were going to do the bit, and then you just noped out of there.
Here's the thing. I did not look at the clock because I looked at the left side of your screen, which just has the weather. And I was like, it's 37 degrees Fahrenheit. That threw me so bad that I just said the real thing.
The time's never been on the left side
I
of the
don't
screen.
know.
You're so sick. For those of you who do want to know, it's 5:37 p.m. on January 18th. Yes, we're running a little behind.
Someone got sick for a whole week, bastard.
Me too. But, like you said, it's time for what?
It is 5:38 p.m.
I said it's time for what? And you just told me the time.
Yeah.
It's time for you said it a minute ago. What time is it?
It's 5:38 p.m.
And what are we doing?
This podcast.
What are we going to do in this podcast?
We're going to talk about Doctor Who.
Yeah, what are we doing specifically at this point in time in the podcast?
This bit.
You noped out of it and then...
You set me back up.
Yeah.
That's on you.
Okay, but what are we doing?
If you didn't want... Why'd you set me back up for it if you didn't want that?
I don't know.
I'm following your lead, my guy.
Okay, so, well, I'm trying to lead you to the fact that we're doing...
Final thoughts.
Great, I want to add that to the thing.
Final thoughts.
Tony, what are your final thoughts?
This is one of my favorite episodes of all time. It's good, and I'll tell you why it's good. It's fun, and it's funny, and watching it makes me feel like my heart is being hugged, and I'm going on a fun adventure with my friends, okay? And Donna's great. She shows up on the same level as the Doctor, doing Doctor shit on her own. She doesn't need him, but they are funnier together, and they are fun to watch together. The score this season is good. Donna's theme is a good theme. Donna's theme is probably one of the only times I've ever, in my life. No, but it's the first time. It was one of the only times I have ever, gone and looked up and, downloaded score from a show. The second time is Dirk Gently. That is also a really fucking killer score.
Also the Micmacs.
Also the Micmacs, that's true! The movie Micmacs is what my brain sounds like on the inside at all times. Just the accordions and smashing plates and chaos.
Yeah. It's a Rube Goldberg device up there.
Yeah, man. It super is. And that's probably what it is. Why I get sick and the Rube Goldberg machine, the little connecty parts are slightly off. You know?
The toast just flaps about in your brain instead of hitting
the toast doesn't pop up, so the jam just goes and hits somebody in the face and the adipose. Cute? Toy? Too sticky. I can't wait for Fires of Pompeii, because Fires of Pompeii is another favorite. This season is a fucking banger. That's it.
My final thoughts are, yeah, it's alright.
Whoa.
No, I agree with you. It's a great season opener. It might be the best RTD season opener.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's fun. It's got Wilf. It's got adorable creatures. It's got 3 or 4 of the funniest scenes in all of Doctor Who.
Yeah.
I like it. It's great. And I like the music too.
10 out of 10. This is a good fucking episode.
I'm also looking forward to Fires of Pompeii, which has 2 actors from the Stephen Moffat era as different characters. But is there anything we need to plug before we go? I will say I've got a new short film that's already premiered at a festival, and it might be popping up from some other festivals. It's called Bootstrapped. And it'll eventually be on YouTube at some point. So keep an eye out, see if it's in a festival near you or if it's online. So keep an eye out on my socials at Minty Pineapple. That's all I got. And if you like this episode, check out more on Watch-A-Rassilon.com. You can also find our podcast, our Patreon, and more at Linktree/Watch-A-Thon. And I want to give a special shout out to Vincent E.L. for providing us with our amazing theme song.
Thank you, Vincent E.L.
Check out more of their music at vincentel.bandcamp.com. And tune in next time when we talk about the Fires of Pompeii. What a good season.
What a good season.
And until next time, keep calm and wrestle on.
Goodbye, and I love you in a platonic and parasocial way.
And you're welcome. I cut out every time Toni coughed.
I told you to leave it in.
No one wants to hear that. Bye.
I just want a mate.
You just want to mate.
I just want a mate.
You're not mating with me, sunshine.
A mate. I want a mate.
This has been a broadcast of the ESO Network. Be part of the crew and help support our shows by donating to our ESO Patreon or by shopping for the TeePublic store, which can all be found at www.esonetwork.com. The ESO Network, your station for all things geek.